Here, 2025. People power, our power, NUP, everywhere. You're most welcome, members of National Executive Committee of the NUP. Please stand up for recognition. Members of NEC, you're most welcome. Thank you. We recognize the Lord Councillors, you're most welcome. Lord Councillors, you're most welcome. From your various jurisdictions, you're most welcome. Speakers, you're most welcome.
People power! Our power! Our power! People power!
Our mayors, you're most welcome.
People power! Our power! People power!
Our eminent leaders, you're most welcome. Elders, you're most welcome. Our lawyers, you're most welcome. I can see George Lucy is here and someone is. You're most welcome. The foot soldiers, you're most welcome. And all Ugandans watching from wherever you're watching, you're most welcome. This is the first press conference of the National Unity Platform in 2025. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to recognize our members of parliament to all stand up for recognition. The team is formidable. Give them another hand clap. And of course, special recognition to the Deputy Secretary General, Honorable Aisha Kabanda. You're most welcome. Special recognition to Honorable Zake. You're most welcome. Special recognition to Chairman Nyanzi Motwa Watu. You're most welcome. Special recognition to the Secretary General, David Davis Ruongoya. You're most welcome. People power, our power. Special recognition to my boss and also the leader of the Parliamentary Front, the Right Honorable Joel Semi. Mr. President, special recognition for our Deputy President Eastern Uganda, Honorable Nambeshi. You're most welcome. And without a doubt, special recognition to our Deputy President, Northern Region, Dr. Lina Zedega. You're most welcome. Special recognition, Mr. President, to the media fraternity. You're most welcome. Special recognition to our members from the diaspora. You're most welcome. And special recognition to all those that I have not mentioned. You're most welcome. Without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, let me take this singular privilege to invite the President to come and address this first press conference of 2025. Mr. President, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much, congratulations.
People power!
Our power!
Our power!
People power!
People power!
Our power!
Our power!
People power!
NUP!
Everywhere!
Everywhere!
NUP!
Adui nani? Adui nani? Adui nani? Adui nani? Olabe yani? Olabe yani? Nisonge mbele. Nisonge mbele. People power. Our power. NUP. Everywhere.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please resume your seats.
We praise the Almighty God that we are here, alive and kicking, still hungry, still angry, and still moving forward. I want to welcome all of you, comrades, friends, to 2025. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a tough year, but we are here, alhamdulillah.
We don't take it for granted. Last year was tough. Madam Deputy President, Comrade Deputy President, I welcome you to 2025. Last year was sad. We lost our Deputy President to death. Mama Johnny Mugisha, may her soul continue resting in peace. And we also, in a way, lost another Deputy President to corruption. But we refuse to give up. We know that one day our brother will see what is right and do what is right. We refuse to give up on him, and I encourage you, comrades, not to give up on people even when it's a falter. Friends, as I welcome you into this year, I want to remind you, Ibeba motoka, kunumwaka motoka ya maje. This year is a critical year. Many people have called it an election year. Allow me to redefine this year. I think this year should be referred to as a revolutionary year. This year, ladies and gentlemen, is different. This year is a turning point, or can be a turning point if we choose to make it a turning point. This year, friends, we are presented with yet another opportunity to end the 40-year-old slavery that we are grappling with. Throughout the history of Uganda, the people of Uganda have always been presented with an opportunity to define their destiny, an opportunity to build a country that makes sense to them and their posterity. It has happened in different turns of our history. We all remember that in 1962, we were presented with an opportunity to build a new country, like all other countries. Unfortunately, many of those countries took an opportunity that we did not. In 1962, our mothers, when they were young, our grandfathers and grandmothers celebrated, they jubilated because finally the rule of foreigners, of aliens, of whites was coming to an end, and their own children were taking charge of their destiny. Uganda was being handed over to Ugandans by the British. There were celebrations, there was dancing, there was party everywhere, because they believed that a new dawn had descended on Uganda. Unfortunately, just only after 4 years, chaos ensued in 1966. We disintegrated again, we backslid again, and crime came back. Death came back. It went on until 1971, when once again, when Amin took over, there were celebrations everywhere. My old man used to tell me that that was one of the happiest days after Amin took over. There was happiness, there was new hope. Everybody thought that yes, it was a chance to start again. Just like we missed the opportunity in 1962, very few years after Amin took over, the crime and wailing returned. The suffering, the torture, the killing returned. Another missed opportunity. It went on for 8 years until 1971, when Ugandans came together in Tanzania, Moshi, and had the Moshi Conference. They united and formed the Uganda National Liberation Front. And together, they defeated Idi Amin in 1979. So in 1979, when Amin fell, there was celebration everywhere. There was belief that yes, now, this is a turning point. It was an opportunity to start again, to build Uganda again, to smile again, to dream again. It did not take even 2 years. We descended into mess again. Disagreements, violence, chaos, another missed opportunity. In 1981, Obote took over, and we dared to hope again. We said maybe now this time things are going to be different. I mean, Dr. Obote is a doctor and he's experienced. He's been there before. He led the nation to independence. So now that we have him again, maybe it's going to be better. So Ugandans dreamed again. Unfortunately, following the chaos of the 1980 elections, General Museveni and his friends went to the bush. They started killing. They started maiming people. They started plundering. Pain and tears came again. But because Museveni had promised our people that he was fighting for fundamental change, he was fighting to return the rule of law, to stop election rigging, and yes, he justified that fight, claiming that the 1980 election was rigged. Our fathers and mothers and elders followed him. They trusted him. They believed him. They sacrificed everything they had. More than 500,000 people were killed. But our people were willing to sacrifice even more for a new Uganda that they had been dreaming of since 1962. And yes, in 1986, when Museveni took over, there were celebrations. Some of us were young, but we saw the celebration. We saw a new dream. Those that had run into the diaspora, into exile, came back again, hoping that this time, this was the deal. In any case, this is a struggle that all Ugandans had partaken into. There was new hope, especially when Museveni stood on the footsteps of Parliament and said that the problem with Uganda in particular and Africa in general are the leaders that overstay in power. Our parents believed that indeed here was a solution. It has been 40 years. 40 years of pain, 40 years of tribalism, 40 years of corruption, 40 years of killing, 40 years of genocide, especially in northern Uganda. Another missed opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, I've taken time to go through this history to show you that there has always been an opportunity. Unfortunately, we've always missed that opportunity. But like we've been taught by our parents and by the scriptures that hope is the most important thing that humanity must hold on to. Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, to emphasize on that hope. I talk about these missed opportunities so that we can realize and realign ourselves, so that we can know that there has always been an opportunity. 40 years has gone. But in those 40 years, we've also had various opportunities. For example, we had an opportunity in 1996. We had an opportunity in 2001. We had an opportunity in 2006, an opportunity in 2011, an opportunity in 2016, and an opportunity in 2021. Different times, different candidates, different players. But somehow, we've always missed the target. And here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. We are in 2025. Another opportunity presents itself to us. Although the election is happening in 2026, but the opportunity is now. It is now because everything is done in this year. According to the powers that be, there is set an election early January between 9th and 12th. We have 368 days from today. We have 12 months and 5 days from today. How are we looking at that opportunity? It is another shot, another try, another effort, another attempt on freedom. Are you looking at it as another opportunity to freedom? That's the question that I would request all of us to look at and to ponder about. I remember telling you before the 2021 election, I told you that if we fail in 2021, another 5 years of Museveni, he won't be able to handle. I remember telling you that every day that Museveni spends ruling over us, we go back 5 days. For every year that Museveni spends ruling over us, we go back 5 years, probably many more years behind. You all remember that since 14th of January 2021, so much damage has been created, so much damage that we're going to take years to fix. Don't mind that. So I want you to know that since January 14, 2021, every day you, the people of Uganda, lose 27 billion. Since January 14, 2021, we lose 27 billion to corruption. 27 billion is stolen. Every day, not every week, not every month, every day. That's a total of 10 trillion. And this is according to the IGG, a government employee. We could be losing more, but according to the IGG, we lose 10 trillion in corruption. That means we lose 27 billion every day. That means in 5 years we lose 50 trillion. Have you come to think about that? 5 years of Museveni, we lose 50 trillion. Now, let me break it down a little more. According to the regime, government spent 42 billion to build Kawempe Referral Hospital and 37 billion to build Chirudu Hospital. So if we are to build a Chirudu Hospital or a Kawempe Hospital, if we are to build a Chirudu Hospital in every district, in the 142 districts in Uganda, that means it would cost us only 6.1 trillion to have a fully functional hospital in every district. That is less than the money that is stolen in a year. Now, I want you to think about how much that money can do in these other sectors: education, agriculture, infrastructure, and others. Money stolen in 1 year under the watch of Museveni can put a Chirudu hospital in every district in Uganda, and we'll have a balance of close to 4 trillion. So that is the cost of having a Museveni ruling over you. Stopping corruption just for 1 year would give us that. So imagine a situation where our children don't have to study under trees anymore, where our roads don't have to have potholes anymore. I've not talked about the classified budget. I've not talked about money lost in other areas. But this is just money lost through corruption. That is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. The government data, as if that's not annoying enough, the government data shows you that out of the children that start in P1, only 35% complete P7. 35%. So, if 10 children or 100 children enroll in P1, less than 35 children will complete P7. So imagine looking at a country where 1.8 million children start P1, but 1.2 million children drop out before P7. Where are those children going to go? What is the destiny of those children? They've not had the most basic education, primary education, under the watch of Museveni. They don't care. His wife is the Minister of Education. Never mind the fact that she's not educated. They don't care. To them, they don't care whether these children become criminals. They don't care. Their only solution is to build more prisons and to empower their family members to start up agencies that will ship these our children to Arab countries to become modern day slaves. That is where we are as a country, ladies and gentlemen. So imagine in 5 years of Museveni, you will have 6 million children dropping out of school before P7. This has been happening for the last 40 years. I'm only talking about 5 years of Museveni. The damage gets worse and worse. The same regime spends close to 3 billion shillings every day on Museveni's household. Close to 3 billion. But again, the same regime spends less than 20,000 on every child in UPE. Less than 20 for the year. Every day, the government spends close to 3 billion on Museveni's house. But the same government spends less than 20,000 on every child in UPE the whole year, 12 months, 365 days. Now, looking at that, ladies and gentlemen, you would be shocked when you find these our children snatching phones. So when you catch a child stealing your lights or trying to pickpocket on you, yes, you can be angry. Yes, you can punish them. But please understand the cause of the problem. Understand where this problem comes from. And as you clap your hands, I want you to know that you are the solution, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we are here. That's why we do what we have to do to ensure that the future of our children is not compared to only 10 chapati Rolexes. Rolex ya maker.
Asachido.
Katikwe kuba kafananyi. Omwana wa mwinvesinga mu Rolex 10. Oba sente za boda evuje magero kutu sana nbe kuja wano kutu sena mugongo. That is a government that rules over you. And unfortunately, they have no plan to change because they don't care. Not that we are broke, not that we don't have the money, but they don't care. Every year, we lose 62,000 women and children. All this can be avoided. It can be avoided, but it won't stop because these people don't care. Like I said, we have the money. But they have other priorities. They have a lavish lifestyle to maintain. You know, they need to host birthday parties. They need money to compromise political opponents. They need money to give out service awards. They need money. So the future of Ugandans does not care. Because they need money to buy properties abroad. They need money. That is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. So we are here because those things hurt us. Some of you might be comfortable, but that comfort is an illusion. We need a situation where our patients don't have to sleep on cement in hospitals, where our children don't need to study under trees. So friends, we can go on and on and on about these, our challenges. But since it's a new year, we reflect on the problem, but we must point to the future, point to the solution. What is the solution? Power. We are here because we want to get power. Not the small power that you have, you MPs, you councillors, you chairmen, you mayors. Yes, that power is helpful. Maybe we wouldn't even be talking about the things we talk about today. But at least we have that legitimacy given to us by the people of Uganda. Just yesterday you saw this drunkard son of Museveni tweeting all kinds of nonsense. He even said that you would cut off my head.
Coward.
You have seen it. I even saw him. Namulabenga agamba batunguze ebisiyaga. Mwakirabye? Temunnabakyogerako. Era bannamawulire temugenda kyogerako. So friends, like Kwame Nkrumah said, seek ye the political kingdom and the rest will be added unto you. We need to get that power and use it to do good to our people, because power, as you know, is a double-edged sword. When good people, like the Bible says, have power, the people celebrate and will be happy. But when evil people have power, the people will cry and hear. So we need to get that power and use it for the benefit of our people. That is why we are today, ladies and gentlemen. This year, I want us to focus on getting power at all levels. Power at LC level, at youth level, at councillor level, at MP level, and most importantly, at presidential level. That is a solution. That's the solution, ladies and gentlemen. I want to call upon all of you friends to get our hands dirty. To you, the leaders, the politicians, to you, the lawyers, the engineers, the teachers, the border riders, you, the foot soldiers, you play a big role. Comrades in the diaspora, the educated, the uneducated, the young, the old, the male, the female. Let us all fold our sleeves and get to work. Let us do everything that we can. Let us use every tool that we can to get that power so we can use it to change things, to change the circumstances of our people. Let us use all manner of protests. Let us organize and agitate. Let us use the parliament. Let us use this election. Use the campaigns, everything that you can use so that we get the freedom that we want. You should never feel shy. You should never be embarrassed. You should never apologize for fighting for your freedom. So this year, let us make it a point to change things, because this is the most fundamental year, friends. Everything happens in this year. And the Baganda say, entamwe wulira ki? Entamwe wulira ki? Entamwe wulira muli okusooka mugukume ate mugukumirewo ate gugukuze nnyo. I'm sending a message to the young people, the youth. 20th of this month, I want to encourage you to register, to vote. Don't only register, but get involved. Take this over. Take charge of this. Get involved and vie for all these elections. I've said it many times. This is not only to the youth, but you people are the majority. Mwenyigire mu kubyokulonda bino mwesimbewo muvuganye. Mwesimbewo muvuganye. Temwekiririra. In every position. Neyo gye mulaba abakulembeze nga bali corrupt. Challenge. Kansubira ekyo mwekiwulidde bulungi bannange. Thank for those offices, right from LC1 all the way. There's no limit. This is your country, and you have to live like you have every right to belong to this country and to get involved in everything that matters in this country. For those of you that are running under NUP, I want to encourage you to connect with the people. I'm saying it to you here. It is not a matter of knowing the president or having a connection with the president. It is not a matter of you being a favorite here at the headquarters. It's not a matter of connections here. The only important connection is a connection with the people, because we are people power. So go connect with the people. According to the leadership of this party, everybody is equal and has equal rights. We are people power and we are answerable to the people. Let's go for it. Tugende tuzoganye. Tugende kuno mwaka tukutanige upside down. Tweyigire mu buli kimu bannange tusobola okubikyusa. Era tufube tubikyuse. Tuzo kubi lumalumamu mu Luganda bannyonnyodde ku byafaayo byaffe tukuvira ddala ku Uganda we yatandika mu 62 tubadde n'omulima emikisa egy'enjawulo okuzimba ensi ng'era bw'olaba Kenya. Ekyennaku buli mukisa bwe tubadde nagwo tubadde tukufiirwa mu 62 bajjajjaffe bajaguza kubanga omuzungu yali agenze. Ensi yali ezze emikono gy'abaana baabwe ne basanyuka ne bagamba kati kiwedde abaana baffe ate banatulumya kyannaku nti tewayita emyaka ena gyokka 66 abasoma ebyafaayo mwalabye byabeerawo kuttiŋŋana kulwanagana kuwambagana. Tubeera mu mbeera eyo paka 71 Amini we yawambira ne tusanyuka. Bazeeyi baffe babatulumiza waliwo okusanyuka kungi nnyo. Tukuba Amini azze tewagenda kubeerawo nguzi, tewagenda kuba eki, ne tusanyuka nnyo. Era n'asooka n'akola ebirungi bingi. Nguudo